financing, maybe some special cases, but to miss mortgage payment by 3 straight months.
너무나 럭키하게 여기에 치프 이코노미스트신 닥터 윤을 제가 만나게 됐어요. 아주 영광입니다. 제가 닥터 윤께 한번 인터뷰를 한번 진행을 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 먼저 한번 인사 다시 한번 해주시죠.
안녕하세요. 한국말 조금 서툴러서 영어로 해야 됩니다.
So, 2026 West Coast housing outlook, economic and demographic trend. What do you see?
There is a continuous housing shortage in California market, Southern California, and of course you had some homes destroyed due to the wildfire that also does not help on it. With now the Olympics coming in, there will be a lot of attention. Certainly there's a lot of foreign buyers, especially Korea, China, and other part. So in regarding the price trend, I feel comfortable that the prices will rise. Now, that may not be a healthy thing for many younger people who want to buy, but they're simply not in a home, and housing shortage just means price elevation.
I just reviewed the 2026 forecast. They said that actually 2026, the number of transactions will not improve. What is your thought on that?
So if the mortgage rate do not change, then it will be hard for the sales to increase. But my projection is based on the mortgage rate declining. It had been about 7% early part of 2025, but now moving towards 6%. And I think in 2026, it'll bounce around at 6%, and that will qualify more people, and that will begin to lead some little more transaction. Nationwide, I think it's going to be a double-digit percentage gain, but in Southern California, because of housing supply restriction, maybe you get a 5%, 8% increase in unit sales.
캘리포니아 어소시에이션 오브 리얼터에서 발표한 것보다는 훨씬 더 긍정적인 말씀을 해주셨습니다. FRB announced that they're gonna do a quantitative tightening, ceasing or pausing. They said, right? So, what do you think is gonna happen to mortgage interest rates, and how is it gonna affect the real estate market?
So the Federal Reserve, when the COVID happened, because of great uncertainty, they purchased a lot of mortgage-backed securities from Fannie and Freddie. But now they have been selling that, which elevates the mortgage rate. Because of the elevation in mortgage rate, they announced that in December they will stop selling. So naturally, it's going to be a good news for mortgage rate. But it's only a decimal point or two, so a little bit better in terms of a little slightly lower mortgage rate as a result of ending of the quantitative tightening.
It's not going to have a great effect. It's going to have a little effect.
Yeah, it's not a game changer, but it's a small change.
I want to ask you about OBBB. So who's benefiting from OBBB, at least in real estate market, and then who's actually losing?
Well, the part of the bill was that because if nothing was done, it just means that there will be a tax increases for just all Americans, especially among the wealthy Americans. So the beautiful bill just means that tax rates will not rise; it will remain the same as before. Now there is a additional state and local income tax deduction, and certainly California being high tax state, you will be more beneficiary of able to do something called SALT deduction, the state and local income taxes deduction. It's tilted more towards the upper end, one can say, but we have seen the upper end market move a little better. And consequently, that will be the impact. So it's not a new legislation, it's just to prevent the tax increases, because if nothing was done, taxes would have been rising.
Capital gain is so much in California. I just want to know what NAR is doing to accommodate or to be enacted for the raise of tax exclusion.
Well, that is the number one advocacy effort by NAR.
Yes.
That's partly due to the fact that realtors in California have stated that many homeowners cannot sell their property because of the limitation on capital gains exemption. But all across the country, more and more homeowners are beginning to potentially face this capital gains tax. and we don't like it. And therefore, we have relayed this message to the members of Congress. Right now, it's not a majority vote, but still we are gaining more momentum every day. More members of Congress are listening to our conditions. So out of fairness, because that has not changed for 30 years, while prices of everything has risen, so indexed to the inflation on the exemption amount, and then it could easily double. So rather than 250,000 and 500,000, it will be 500,000 and 1 million. So that will certainly benefit many people in California.
So when do you think it's going to happen?
It's hard to make the change. It could happen quickly, or it may take a little additional time. There is another election coming up next November.
Okay.
So we'll see how. But yeah.
I want to ask you a question off the record. Okay.
There's nothing off the record, especially with camera.
So, if you invest in a real estate off the record, okay, what state and what city would you invest? Looking at 5 years of investment.
So I would say that the real estate investment looks pretty good. Now, even in areas where there's currently price decline, I would say that would be a very good opportunity.
Okay.
One looks at, for example, closer to you, which will be Arizona or Las Vegas market. Any price decline should be viewed as temporary. 5 years from now, I think you will show a very good rate of return.
Oh, thank you very much. Closer to California, Nevada, and Arizona.
But not California.
Not California yet.
Well, I'm glad that, especially in California, I know that many Koreans are there. Every time I visit the Southern California, I have to have my sundubu, LA coffee. So I'm glad there's a channel for all the audience. So, yeah, best to you all.
Thank you very much. 감사합니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네, 감사합니다.